Hello traders, good evening, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I trade support and resistance, and I'll be using phone to show you guys what I'm looking for this week. I don't have a system now, so you guys should bear with me and accept me this way. This is my first video on YouTube. I'll be documenting my journey here every Sunday for the pairs I'm looking out for the week. I'm a swing trader and I do top-down analysis. I start from the weekly down to 15 minutes time frame. Weekly, daily, and 4-hour is where I identify the trend. Then 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes is where I look for my entry. So moving on, these are the pairs I'll be analyzing for the week, the forex pairs for the week. So let's move on. So starting from weekly time frame, and sorry, before that, I'll be very fast with this video. So before that, where I mark my area of interest, like I said, is support and resistance. That is my strategy. So where I mark my area of interest is at a structural point where it has more than 3 touches, not to the wick but to the body. Do you understand? So as of the weekly time frame now, market is not close to all this zone that I mark. Market is not close there, so we'll only focus on this place here. Get? So what we'll do is that on the weekly time frame, we'll know what's the trend it's saying. But as you can see, on the weekly time frame, it is bullish. According to the way I mark my own, it is bullish. So like this. So it turned bullish here. You get? So on the weekly time frame, we are bullish. You may be asking, why do I mark this place as a structure point? This little place here. If you go down to the lower time frame, then I will show you why. So let's start. So now if you look up, I've already written the weekly time frame. It's already bullish. So let's go to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you see we are bearish on the daily time frame. You see it is clearly bearish on the daily time frame. Get? And also on the 4-hour time frame, we are also bearish. You see this drop here, from here to here, we are bearish. So but for on the daily time frame, I'll be looking to go long. If I'll be more comfortable to go long if this place should break and retest. I'll look for entry here on the lower time frame to go long. And look at that zone that I mark on the weekly time frame here. You see this place here on the weekly time frame. If you check it very well, you will see that I am bearish on the daily time frame. If you check it very well. So coming back on CAD JPY, you start from weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you check, you moving on CAD JPY on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, you can see, is clearly bullish. Sorry about that. It's clearly bullish. You can see. Sorry, a minute. So it is clearly bullish on the weekly time frame. So moving on to the daily time frame. Daily time frame is also bullish. You can see. You see that the daily time frame is also bullish. So if you see, it was forming lower low and lower high. Lower low and lower high. Sorry. Forming lower low and lower high. Boom. Then here he took out this high to form another high. So this is a retracement. You get, if this want to continue the bullish listing, to continue from here and keep on buying, but I'll be more comfortable taking a sell than taking a buy. But I will not force the market. The market must show me what it wants to do first before I will decide on how to go with the flow of the market. You get? So now I'll be waiting. This black line, I'll be waiting for price to break below this line. Once on the daily time frame, once price break below this line, then the daily will now turn bearish. And so once it retests here, retest the EMA, retest structure points, then I'll be looking to go short. So on the 4 hour, check, 4 hour is bearish. You see. So once it candle close below this line, then retest the structure points, then I'll be looking to go short. And like I said, my area of interest is always on either the weekly or the daily time frame. You understand? So now, why I mark out my area of interest from the daily or weekly is because, if you notice, due to the support level and the resistance level, when price gets to that place, it will sharply reverse. So now, and once I'm marking it, it will be on the body. I'll just create a box just like this. I'll create a box to get, it's like a box. Get like the way I did it here and here. I'll create a box and I'll make sure it's touching the most of the body. Touching most of the body, and it will not be that big, because if it is big, it will affect the lower time frame. So now, this place now, we have one tap here, one tap here. So moving on, we have two tap here, we have two here, so moving on, we have three, we have four, and it is valid when you have more than three taps, you understand? So, and we check here too. One, this one is one, this one is two, this one is three. You see, this is four, this is five. So I mark all these zones to know where I'll be entering and where I'll be taking my profits. If this should give me what I want, a break here and a retest here, I'll be taking profit here, because once price get to this place, it will surely reverse, and I don't want to be caught up in the emotional swing and the drawdown also. So moving on, AUD card on the weekly, we are bearish. On the weekly we are bearish. Here is the lower low and this is the lower high. We are bearish. So moving on, moving on, the weekly we are bearish, the daily we are bullish. You can see it's clearly bullish. So once price come here, retest here, retest this place here, I'll be looking to go long. On the 4 hour, you can see clearly when price come here, retest here, then I'll go to lower time frame to look for entry to go long. So moving on, NZD card weekly. On the weekly time frame, we are bullish. We zoom out, you see it has been bullish for a very long time. You see this is a higher high here, and this is the lower higher low here. So we'll be looking for buying opportunity. So on the daily we are bullish. Price is creating lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But if you notice, this candle here close below this one, causing this more like a W pattern here. More like a W pattern, yes, here. So creating another new high. Creating another new high. Creating another new high there. So once the price retrace here and give me an entry signal from the lower time frame, then I'll be looking to go long. So on the 4 hour too, we are bullish. So once price retest this zone here, I'll be looking to go long. So moving on to AUDCHF, you can see that the weekly is clearly bearish, but we'll be looking for entry around this zone here. So moving on to daily. Daily also is bearish. Daily also is bearish with this move here. So we're looking up for entry very soon on London session. I trade only London and New York session. No matter how sweet the setup look like, even if you give me entry signal on Asia session, I don't take the trade because the volatility is always low during those sessions. So this is 4 hour potential creating. It has already created the head and shoulder. It has broken below the neckline. So I'm looking for a retest. I don't take the trade shots. You can see. The 4 hour is bearish. Bullish. Then this drop here, bam, turn bearish with this big bearish candle. So moving on, AUD USD JPY on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we are bearish. Bearish on the weekly time frame. Potential creating. Okay, on the weekly time frame. So this is the lower high and this is the lower low. So moving on, this is the daily. The daily is potential creating head and shoulder. So once the daily actually is bullish, but once you break out below this black line here, then it will turn to bearish. Once it retests, I'll go down to lower time frame, then look for shorts to go short. Then USD card. So USD cards, we go back to the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame is bearish. You can see this is the lower high and this is the lower low. So we'll be looking for sales around here. So on the daily time frame is also creating potential head and shoulder, and I can't take this trade here because it can do something like this, break, retest, then go up. But what I need to do, I need to wait for it to break down. If you break down here, then the daily, right now the daily is bullish. So once it turn bearish, once you break down this place there, it will turn bearish, retest, then I'll go down to the lower time frame to look for shorts. So because the 4 hour also is bearish. The 4 hour is bullish also. Sorry, 4 hour is bullish. Let me mark it out. I'm trying to be fast, so I don't want the video to be long. This bullish, internal structure, bullish placement. So this high took out, if you zoom it very well, it took out this high to form my down new high. So what I'm looking for, it has already tapped on to this place, so to retrace down here and sell. So that's what I'm looking for. So moving on, NZD-JPY on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame is bearish. Let me mark it out so that you see. So we're creating higher high, higher low, higher high, then boom, it turned bearish here. So moving on to the daily. The daily is bearish also. This is the lower low, lower high, and this is the lower low. Okay, moving on to the 4 hour. So the 4 hour now is potential creating. The 4 hour also is also bearish, as you can see. It is potential creating head and shoulder pattern. So the head and shoulder pattern always must break below the neckline before it is confirmed a valid head and shoulder. Right now this is not a valid head and shoulder. It must break below the neckline. So once it breaks below the neckline and retests here, then I'll go to the lower time frame to look for short with other confluences. So I guess that's all. That's all for now. Why this one? I'm still the remaining pair. This Nasdaq, US oil. I'm looking to go short on US oil here. Nasdaq, I'm looking to go short from that zone. Then BTC, I still see potential selling pressure down. So I only take this if it break retest here and can go short. But for now, my hands are full. But if you go like this, retest here, I'm going long. So one of these must happen. Must either go up or it go down. So that is it for now. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. And thank you. God bless you.